Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about a space I absolutely adore. This is my desk. So we're going to go through everything in this desk because I absolutely adore it, and it's set up in a way that really works for me. So let's start in this section. We're going to start by actually looking at one of the most important things in this desk, which is the fact that it has above desk light. I love this. It's just a light strip, but it's great, and it has the ability to change the coolness and warmness of the light, which is super great for photography. Then we come over here. We have my Esterbrook B. This is just all the sort of stuff that I tend to need in a week. We have a paperweight, and then we have the Ferris wheel press ink carousel. We have paper clips. We have a container that is just salt, because there are lots of watercolor pieces that I use salt in, and I like having a container down at my desk that is salt already. We have a brush rest. We have the bin of flat lay items. We have a cup of pens, vintage. Some of this is just sleeves, and rulers. So the Waterman is in here. 2 broken vintage pens are in here. But this is also the home of pen sleeves. They all live in here. Then we have my tower of tape, which I love. Laptop, very important. This is how everything gets edited. I don't know what I'd do without it. We have my 12 pen case, which currently has many pens in it. There's actually a pen in this slot as well. I'm starting to pick and choose pens for Chicago, so pens are being cleaned. What's not in here is probably getting cleaned right now. We come over here to the clear command hooks. These are my cola rings. I, again, don't know what I'd do without these. They're so important for both video planning and also just keeping myself organized. They are essentials. We have my planner. This is a Planbury planner in their largest size, and it's the undated one. It's full of tabs. So monthly tab, whatever week we're on. And then all these green tabs are video planning pages. We also have my Traveler's Mini Notebook. We have my Rolodex with my Wear and Golf swatch cards up front. We have my vintage pen mug cup. Normally, all these fountain pens would be in this mug, but because I'm packing pens for Chicago, I want to make sure I don't pack more pens than I actually have space for, so they have all come out of this mug. These pens are both hand-turned by somebody local, and I adore them. Then we come to the studio palettes. I don't know what I'd do without these. Specifically this one. This is the one that gets used all the time for work because it has all of my single pigment colors in it. This one's mostly just for fun. And then we've got the student grade and the weird pan sizes up top. Then we come up to inks, starting in the very back, right there. Right there. We have Sample World. Samples that do not fit in my sample rack. My sample rack is full. Then we have bottles, organized in a very artsy way to be a nice background. And then over here we just have Ferris wheel press bottles. Again, organized in some sort of color order to be a very artsy background. Top row is matte. These ones are mattes. These are shimmers. This is a new bottle of plated gold tresses because this bottle is almost empty. This is a calligraphy ink, which I'm probably going to end up passing along to a friend because I don't really use them, and I know she will get some use out of it that I won't. These are my 85ml bottles. This is the ink that I daily drive in a pen and have for, at this point, like 8.5 months. And so I bought an 85ml of it, knowing that if I had to switch the ink in that pen, I would be really sad. Then we come up to palette land. These are all the odd-sized palettes. Normally, 31 Purple Fish lives here, but I'm currently filming a watercolor video, and so there's no 31 Purple Fish there. So they're stacked pretty precariously. They sort of always are, and they just sort of all fit, because lots of them don't have lids, and so they can't be stacked. Then we come to the final shelf. When this is not here, all of my binders fit. You'll notice that there are 3 binders currently missing. The palette binder, the shimmer binder, and the matte binder, which are all 2.5-inch or 3-inch binders all go in here. They are all in use right now, and so they're not in here. Here's the full sample rack. This is my swatch binder for everything that is not watercolor, which is a shocking amount of stuff. So markers, inks, embossing powders, all that fun stuff is in this binder. These 2 notebooks, one is a very fountain pen friendly paper, the other is a Leuchtturm paper, or a moleskin. It's a moleskin. It's a Peter Pan moleskin actually. And I tend to use it for video planning. This is actually this and these are my favorite tools in the studio. They are, it's upside down, they're color tools, for lack of a better word. This is a deck where you pull cards, and then these are Japanese watercolor reference books from the 30s that were reprinted in the 2010s. Here are my ink swatch books. I have many of them. Currently we are on book, I want to say number 4, but I've stamped out number 5 for Chicago. Number 5's tucked back there. And then these are my empty traveler's inserts. So we've got a dot, 2 blank, and a watercolor. And then we have my 3 pen case, which currently has my 2 Leonardos in it because I wanted to keep them protected. So that is the desk that you see in the background of all the videos, specifically 20 questions, and I adore it. It's fantastic, and I think it's got a great layout that actually works really well, and I absolutely love getting to use it and show it off in videos. So I hope you enjoyed this tour of my desk.